Hey everyone, talking about Baccarat Rouge 540, the Extrait de Parfum version by Maison, Francis Kurkdjian. The notes in this are Egyptian jasmine, grandiflorum, saffron, Moroccan bitter almond, cedar, musky wood, and ambergris. So people are probably familiar with this, at least for the regular eau de parfum version, which is considered kind of one of the best niche fragrances of all time, especially a bit feminine leaning, but it's also very easily unisex. This is even better than the original to my nose. Very overwhelming though, and a little goes a really long way. The original costs $325 for a 70 ml. This one costs $435. Obviously, that's already really expensive for the original, and even more so for this one. But I actually think compared to the original, this is a lot more worth it because a little goes an even longer way, and it's just so rich and just takes everything good about the original and amps it up even more, in my opinion. So I think this actually is worth choosing over that, despite the higher price. It's not something I would personally wear, but even after all the hype and everything it's always talked about, I still think Baccarat Rouge smells really, really good. There's a reason that it's been copied so many times from stuff anywhere from smaller brands, or not smaller, but like more affordable, I should say, like Ariana Grande Cloud, to stuff that's even like by Bois de Victorious or other like high-end niche brands that copy it as well. So if the original is say like a quartet, this is like a big symphony version of that. It really stays true to the original. It's not like it takes it and just goes in all these weird directions and, does all these extra things. It just like takes that essence and just kind of like makes it even more of a, symphony, basically. Extreme longevity. It was, when I put this test strip in, it was almost 24 hours ago, and I can still smell it without even like putting it to my nose. It's really, really strong. Great projection. So all the more reason that despite how extremely pricey this is, you're really are getting some bang for your buck, and something that's absolutely not just, another really overpriced fragrance that kind of disappears quickly or that doesn't smell that unique or anything like that. As mentioned, very unisex. I'll put a link in the description where you can get a bottle or sample of this. I'll also be doing a review of the original and of a Baccarat Rouge candle at some point, but yeah, this is definitely very good. And as for like kind of more of a description of the smell, if you haven't smelled it, people say it has an almost like cotton candy-ish vibe. Some people say it has like a dentist tooth cleaning, almost like sort of that kind of smell of the chemicals or something that they use on the gloves or like whatever when they're cleaning your teeth. People say that a lot. I can sort of see it. Actually, not so much in this one, but in the original. But I still like that. But some people are a little bit put off by that. So this can smell really different to different people. But ultimately, if you picture sort of like a really high-end cotton candy, but not so gourmandy or candy-ish, just that sort of like wispy type of sweetness. The bitter almond here is not super bitter, I would say. And the jasmine is not indolic, just really, really well blended and very appealing. And yes, it's very popular, but at the same time, it's not like everybody around you, depending on where you live, could even afford to be wearing even a decant of this. So there's no way this is something that literally everyone is wearing. Yeah, maybe they're wearing something like Cloud, but this doesn't smell exactly like Cloud either. And I think the original is still kind of one of the best of any of the options out there. If you're in someplace like New York City, this is probably much more popular and present around you, but if you're not someplace like that, then I think that it's pretty safe to say not everyone around you is going to be wearing this, and you still are going to very much stand out. And yeah, just a very, very appealing, attractive smell. So I'll put a link in the description where you can get a bottle or sample. If you have an opinion on this versus the original, let me know.